Boskop is a town in South Africa with 184 people. What was found there early in the 20th century was a type of skull which seemed to defy comprehension. An advanced skull with a tiny face and a huge brain. More such skulls have turned up in different parts of Africa, including Tunisia in the 1970s. Papers were quickly written, calling this a new discovery of an advanced form of human in prehistory with 25% more cranial capacity than humans today, with a very un-ape-like advanced skull, more advanced than ours. Post-war mainstream arguments you find online, slamming the idea the Boskops are a separate form of man, miss the point. They say, for instance, that individuals pop up in the population of Africa today with similar skulls. They also say that the measure of 1900 cubic centimeters, which is what the Boskop skulls have when modern man is about 1200 or 1300, is within the range of Cro Magnon. In fact, they would be correct, though the usual inference that this is therefore nothing special is misguided. There is no reason to suggest the skulls are not Cro Magnon, that is, us, but why should this exclude the fact they represent a type of Cro Magnon rarely found today, which must have at one time represented a greater proportion of the population, or it should not have been found at all. This is, after all, why we are interested in this weird skull in the first place. It is strange, rare, and different. Based on the skull fragment, it is very clear we are dealing with a human with a huge frontal lobe and a tiny face, what some would describe as the features of a grey. These humans may have been highly telepathic, their consciousness lingering in certain sites. In their excellent work, Big Brain, neuroscientists Granger and Lynch concluded that Boskop Man was a highly advanced human who may have seen the world very differently to us, and I support their work 100%. Why the childlike face? Neoteny, as Lynch and Granger point out. The most intelligent creatures, dolphins, whales, elephants, even I suppose some birds, such as crows, are neotenous. That is, they retain a fetal form of a huge head into adulthood. Chimpanzees, by contrast, with tiny brains of 600 cubic centimeters, rapidly change form. The adult form is not simply a bigger version of a child, but something very different. The chimpanzee exhibits less neoteny than an elephant or human. It is therefore thought that a childlike being as an adult, having more neoteny, must have more intellect. We do not come from chimps. I think a better explanation is we come from the Boskops and have devolved due to some Gaia virus, such as Zika, to return the Earth to pre-human equilibrium instead of having simply evolved. I feel with the growth of the desert starting 10,000 years ago, the Boskops may have retreated to the Nile and other rivers of Africa, founding Egypt. They became the Nephilim or gods, teaching the other humans writing and chemistry. The pre-Egyptians had pottery more advanced than the Egyptians who followed. Their worldview led to weird structures such as the Great Pyramid with an unidentified purpose, and the discovery of electrochemistry, geopolymer, and the battery in deeply ancient times. We are not the Boskops, though there is some of them in us. What would they have thought of us?